Alright guys, hello and welcome to my Prospero the Great Monster review. It is funny because look at how cocky the stance of this baby monster is. But I got 3 rune slots unlocked, that is nice, and oh my gosh. I actually got Hoyt Helmnut. I was trying pretty hard not to get him. But now you guys can expect that monster review at least. So, Prospero the Great, he is a anticipation buffing attacker who is really good at what he does. So without further ado, let's go over his lore. Prospero the Great used magic to win big at ZEO's casino, but he got caught before he could escape with the gold. Rather than taking his money back by force, ZEO hired Prospero the Great to wipe out the competition. Alright, so he's basically a hitman, like a gambler turned hitman. So his finisher, Ace Up My Sleeve, is a very powerful one. Stupidly powerful, actually. Not only does it apply Pierce to yourself for 3... Well, okay, so it does cleanse it away. It applies Pierce to yourself, does heavy earth damage to all enemies, which is probably going to kill with his self buffs, and then applies stun to all enemies, removes Pierce from itself. So a Pierce attack is really strong, especially on a monster like this who will get a lot of extra turns because so do the enemies if they trigger his turns, and he can buff himself a lot. And then applying stun with that too, so that he can stun anyone, nothing stopping him, really powerful. And then, so now let's go over his traits. First, we have rank 0, he's immune to fear. Once again, this is incredibly popular among monsters right now, and it's quite annoying because fear is one of the more dangerous denials. Like, to be honest, I've been denied by it for 3 turns before, so I'm not going to pretend like it's not a threat, but it's really not that popular. I'd much rather something like hardened or tough something. Immune to 1 denial will always be situational no matter what you do, but for what it's worth, there are monsters like Cthulhu the Great and Lord Heyman, who do use fear in the meta right now, so there's your viability. Then at rank 1, he gets his major trait, which is Anticipation. Alright, so this means if an extra turn monster uses a turn, which there are millions in the meta right now, Omnia, Light Voltaic, Shadonia, the list just goes on and on. Cherub Cupid, oh my god. If they use any extra turns, he gets a turn before them. So this is just really good. It instantly puts him in viability with the meta, and with the Galactic Era talents, stats, and his skills, I think he's going to be one of your best war monsters for the Earth restriction, because it is definitely lacking, and he is packing. Alright, and then you have Status Caster Area Sandstorm. This really doesn't do too much. It's supposed to, well, apply Sandstorm. Yeah, Sandstorm is supposed to do like 15% damage and apply, what is it, Pierce Block? But it never actually works out. Like, if you had applied Sandstorm against Tim, his finisher wouldn't work, but that is like the rarest 1% occasion that you're actually going to find use in it. So I'm just going to say it's not that viable. But whatever the case is, it's nice to just stack the dots. So without further ado, alright, I completed the Syndicate's book. Alright, so let's find you. Oh, I didn't mean to put you in the vault. I'm definitely going to use him a lot, so he doesn't need to be in the vault. Let's feed this little guy to level 100. First, I want to get you to at least rank 1, breakout 1. Boom. Oof, expensive little guy, but worth it, so that I can run talents and use his anticipation, which is the only way to review a monster like this, is to go all out. Alright, so go back around. And then, boom, breakout 1, and I'll worry about ranking him up after. So let's feed this little guy to 115 and see what he can do. Alright, and I gotta say I love his design. It always looks so cocky, and it looks so, like, animated, you know? It does look very, like, I don't know if you guys would get this reference, but Netflix does a lot of, like, space shows, and all of its aliens always look so basic, and he looks just like all of them combined and just in a space jacket. He was very much in theme for the Galactic Era. So I gotta say, I do like his design. Ooh, quicksand to all enemies and a random buff to itself. Pretty powerful stuff. I cannot wait to see this guy's full skill set. I've only ever heard of like some of his moves that are impressive, but seeing them all in action is going to be very nice. So actually just one last thing. Actually, no, okay. So I can't do that. I'm just going to... Nope. Okay. Prospero the Great. Just making sure... I was about to put him back to rank up, but I realized not only is there no slot open for that, but I need to have him... If I have him ranking up, you can't edit his skills. So his first skill, Showman, deals low earth damage to one enemy, applies damage reduction to one enemy. Okay, so it's a spammable 0 stamina, 0 cooldown move. It applies damage reduction, which isn't useful to the move itself, but it's not powerful in any capacity. So I'm going to say no. Troublemaker, all right, spammable. Quicksand, as long as you have the stamina. Quicksand is incredibly effective against thunder monsters, and thunder monsters do consist of a lot of the infinite extra turn monsters like Robo-Rabbit, Light Voltaic, and there's Galvanus, who's a pretty big problem in Thunder. So keep that in mind when you see Quicksand as a good dot, but definitely not worth it. Pick a card, deals low earth damage to all enemies, applies damage reduction. Same reason as this one, I wouldn't run it. And then we have Shuffling Blades, applies Quicksand to all enemies, and then applies random damage boost to itself. So I think this is actually a pretty fun move. For a one-turn cooldown, you just, boom, apply Quicksand, boom, buff yourself. This could be incredibly powerful in the right situation, but I think his other moves might be even better, because look at this. Quick Shuffle deals heavy magic damage to one enemy, and magic damage? I had no idea he had magic damage. That is incredibly powerful. So we are dealing with a metal meta right now, because metal is just the natural counter to the light meta, and they're trying to get rid of the light meta. So there's a lot of metal monsters in the meta, meaning a magic attack on your anticipation monster is more valuable than ever. So amazing right here. Heavy magic with a random positive status effect to yourself. This could in fact be Pierce, and with all the turns you're going to get, you could land Pierce, you could, on a bad turn, you'll like land Megaton, you could do random positive effect, your positive effect protection, your triple damage. This has a lot of viability. This is a very powerful attack with a random positive effect, so I'm really happy about that skill. Really strong. For 42 stamina, 2-turn cooldown, that isn't too high considering what it does, so I'm going to say good. Then we have Distracting Move, applies Sandstorm and deals heavy earth damage. Ooh, I was about to say no, but for 36 stamina is pretty costly, but it's right around the average. For 0 turn cooldown, this is a spammable attack as long as you have the stamina. So I'm definitely going to suggest that one. Pretty nice. And then we have Destiny Shuffle. Applies, moderate magic damage to all enemies. Applies Quicksand to all enemies and random damage boost to itself. So this is the amazing move I've heard of, right? Yeah, this is the one. So the truth about this move is that it actually applies a buff for every single enemy it hits. So you could land a triple damage, double damage, and damage boost just with this one AoE landing on 3 opponents. And then your next skill, you're going to instant kill. So this is an amazing move that stacks up. It does great magic damage. Look at how high that is. That's like 45. For an AoE, that's incredibly powerful. And for an AoE that stacks your damage, it's even better. It applies Quicksand. 42 stamina, 2-turn cooldown, definitely worth it. I'd even go as far to recommend you run Archdruid Sigil with him, so he can do this. He can spam this and just boom, stack up his damage, boom, instant kill. Do it over and over again. Then for his final move, we're going to run Blades or Cards. Deals very heavy earth damage to one enemy, applies Sandstorm to one enemy, and damage reduction to all enemies. Oh no, Sandstorm and damage reduction to all enemies. But this is probably going to be your instant kill, as it does about 75% damage. For 40 stamina, 2-turn cooldown, this guy does not have cooldowns and stamina cost as high as you'd think you would for a monster like this. So he has a spammable attack. He can set up a lot of positive effects or random buffs on himself. He has great damage output with 2 good elements, seeing as Thunder and Metal are pretty important in the meta right now. And let's see about his relic slots. Boom, perfect. You can run the Trap Relic for Slumster's Trap, and Sword Relic. He could run anything. I'm going to say Cane Sword just so you can heal, especially because Anticipation monsters might run into some dots, and then, if you don't have any monster to cleanse it before he gets that extra turn, that could be a problem. Let's see, what else would I... Ooh, for sure run Copperbeard's Hook. That is just devastating to all light monsters and fire monsters. It is just an OP thing to add. So, boom, I'm going to ruin this bad boy up. Is he worth level 9s? I really want to give him level 7s and not level 9s, but I'm just going to say that he is going to be one of my best and one of your best too war picks. So I'm going to invest. All right, I'm going all in. And then I'm going to give you a level 7 speed, because a level 7, 9, like the difference between a 9 to 7 isn't that high. It's enough to make a difference on your most OP monsters, but he is definitely not all the way up there. So what we're going to do here is... what do I want to do? I think I'm going to run you. Elvira the Great, or no, Elvira Demon Slayer. I'm so used to saying the great King Autumn and our boy. Where are you? There you are, Prospero the Great. Alright, so I'm just going to ruin you guys out real quick and make a devastating display of Prospero's power. Alright, so boom, Killer Rogue's Armor. Gonna give you just this, just in case. And I'm gonna give you, there's a lot of good relics to go on a monster like this. Anticipation, Res Block. Res Block is something that you forget how much you want until you fight Uriel, so you think are out of the meta, but they are not quite yet. So definitely gonna want to run that. Boom. First matches of the season too, so I should fight varying monsters. Alright, Firefly. Exactly what I didn't expect to expect and thusly expected. Alright, so cleanse, evasion. Alright, just to get rid of that death countdown, it's pretty pesky. Alright, you cleanse, but it really doesn't do anything. Alright, boom, I'm not dealing with any evasion, am I? No, that means Prospero is good to go. Only thing I will say is that he doesn't have evasion or pause effect removal or cold blood. So there are certain monsters who he can't, like, destroy as effectively. So boom, he's a magic monster. I'm going to do Destiny Shuffle. Boom, I got damage increased. Let's see, what did I land? I got triple damage. I can live with that. Alright, so I need to start stacking dots for this damage output. Boom. Alright, reflecting. Doing pretty good damage. I think I might be able to instant kill you with Prospero here. Catholicon, alright. Boiling Glow. I'm definitely going to cleanse all that away. Alright, boom. Boom. And wow, they are really tearing them apart. Alright, so cleanse, you revive, darn, death, Nishant Spiral. This could be bad. This could be bad. No, he lives, he dies. Oh my god. Darn, and I almost got to display him too. Well, I'm just going to quit this one. Darn, how did I lose too, is the question. Actually, I'm still going to win this one. I mean, come on, you can't throw out a W like this. Or maybe you can. Alright, let's get into the better display. In that one, was it his speed that he didn't get a turn in? Maybe I should run him all strength for the better of this video. But let's keep on going. Alright, these are some monsters I can work against, although they're a bit easy. Galvanus, how do you have... Okay, he doesn't have evasion. I thought he did. This is pretty perfect. I have earth damage output against that. Alright then, let's continue with this. Definitely want to make myself immune to tortures, and boom, now I'm unstoppable. So I'm going to start stacking this damage boost. So boom, boom, boom. Alright, Votomagma's Triskeles reflects. A lot of reflection relics on them, so it's a good thing I brought Elvira. Let's see. Double damage and damage boost. Okay, so I was right. For a second there, I was a bit worried that I was tripping, but he does stack damage boost. The only thing is he could like get triple damage 3 times and you wouldn't even know. So there's that to note. Boom, once again, gonna cleanse from all my enemies. Alright, you definitely want a cleanser for a monster like this, who doesn't have any cleansing for himself. Maybe Shadonia would be the better pick, but I'm having fun with Elvira. So, double my maximum life, 100% reflection, and I'm just gonna instant kill you with my strongest skill. So boom, 300k damage. Alright, and the higher rank he is, the more that damage is going to become. So boom, as I said, Quicksand will tear a monster like that apart. Just going to do your finisher for fun. Alright, boom, boom. And it doesn't really make a difference. Usually in monster reviews, I will not display their finisher, just because it's an unfair advantage that you wouldn't actually have with the monster. But it was pretty inconsequential. Plus, ooh, look at this. It has the real double damage thing. Where, okay, so real double damage is supposed to last 2 turns, but most people's just last 1 turn. Luckily, his does last 2 turns, so that is even better for stacking your buffs, because that means on your next turn, you're still going to have it. Alright, so Champion League chest, let's go again. I really want to fight an infinite extra turn monster or something, to really display what he can do. Alright, I get the exact opposite. infinite extra turn destroyers. So, what to do? I'm going to cleanse off you two. What? Only you? Oh, this is actually a pretty good display, though. He is a metal monster, and my magic damage output is going to destroy him. So, boom, I do quick shuffle. Sadly, he lives, which is not a sentence that a lot of people have probably ever said. I'm going to do this. Boom, boom. All right. They're getting pretty risky. Repent Sinner. Sadly, he kills him, and he doesn't have any sort of revival's essence. So I lose this one. So yeah, he's one of those monsters who doesn't really perform as well in PvP, but he's an amazing war pick and an amazing monster to have in your arsenal. I think you're very much going to enjoy this monster. And if any of you guys play Team Wars competitively, you know how empty the slots are for good Earth monsters is. So he's definitely going to be amazing for that. Let's go ahead and evasion for my team. Grayberry's Reef. All right, recharge. Lucky me. I'm going to immune to torture, immune to control. And I'm going to stack my buffs. All right. Would it kill them to have an infinite extra turn monster? All right, it looks like we're not going to run into one this video, but this does display that even if you're not, even if it's not specifically for infinite extra turn monsters, he's still very powerful. And usually Teddy Bomb does have a cleanse extra turn, but sadly he's not doing it. Maybe because the AI is too smart, but, when is that ever the case? All right, Slumpster dies. Real convenient for me. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see what buffs I got from all of that. I am going to get... No. I was about to get the chance to instant kill with Prospero, but King Autumn was too powerful. Well, with all that being said, I think that's going to be about it for my Prospero monster review. Make sure, anyone watching this video when it comes out, make sure that you spend all of your bounty hunt tokens, and then if you can afford it, which I definitely can, and I definitely will be investing into this, definitely get this monster at a high rank. He deserves it. And he was definitely by far the best monster there. Although there's some good other options. So boom. And as I'm buying his cells, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please consider leaving a like on this video. It means a lot to me and it helps my channel a lot. It'll help my videos get to other people who might also enjoy and find my videos helpful. And it helps grow the Crab Army, which means a ton. It is like the most immediate support you can give a channel is leaving a like. Because no one does it, which means when someone does, it means a lot. And I want to thank everyone who does. Please leave a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this monster. So please leave them in the comments down below. He's a very interesting monster. I think he's amazing. I think he's a great war pick. Do you think I am overrating him? Do you think he's not hyped up enough? Do you think he's great? Are you dying to have him on your team? I definitely think he's worth investing in, as seen by me giving him my best runes. But tell me your thoughts down below. And please subscribe to join the Crab Army. We are about to surpass Abrigo in subscribers, and that is the biggest goal of this channel. I'm joking, of course. Me and Abrigo are friends, just in case anyone thinks that sounds hostile. But I think it's a really big milestone for me to pass him in subscribers, and it means a lot. I want to hit 500 subscribers before summer, and I think the Crab Army can do it. We are growing at an alarming rate, and it is amazing. Thank you all so much for that, and let's just keep growing. So tell your friends, subscribe, leave a like, comment. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next one. That's about it for this.